was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
Who are these people?
Authenticity Radio. Stimulating and transparent. Real people and real authentic talk.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get real.
What are you prepared to do?
Guys, I'm bringing the party to you.
And now, your host, who has the hospitality of a fat and jolly innkeeper, Slade Suiter.
Hello and welcome to you. This is Slade Suiter broadcasting from the Authenticity Radio Studios, Post Doomsday. I'm still here, and if you're listening to my voice at this moment, so are you. The sun is shining in my window, and it's right in my eyes. And I had I still have a friend by the name of Leslie Stein, who shared with me that when the sun is shining in the window and it's dirty, it's a choice whether to see the sun or concentrate on the sun shining through, or to concentrate on the dirtiness of the window. Both are true. I didn't think about the choice that comes afterwards. I can clean the window, but the point is that we can choose what we want. So this is what I'm going to do. I've decided that I didn't want to let such a momentous day go by, and the fact that we ended the Mayan calendar, which is a marker, an historic marker of the time gone by, and we're facing something new. I don't know exactly what that is, but it feels right to give some exercise. A matter of fact, I'm going to try to live up to my own words and take it on myself. So here it is. I am going to ask you to get rid of something, to do what you can to get rid of it, at least to make the commitment to get rid of something old, and then to embrace something new, okay? So that's what I'm going to ask you to do. And you don't have to take it on. I hope you do. This is a tough one. And it's really meant to kick you in the behind to get you prepared for the new generation. So the first part is to let go. And what I'm going to ask you to let go of is your self-righteousness. Ooh, how can I be so bold? Well, tell you what. We all have prejudices and biases if we're honest with ourselves. And they're hidden. Many times these prejudices and biases are hidden within inside of our life, our history, and they're tied to stories within inside of our lives that we may not even be conscious of. So I'm asking you to make a commitment, just that, to make a commitment to start to work on all the areas where you find yourself righteous. Judgmentalism is the key. And if you want help in locating where you're judgmental, take a look at what you're afraid of. The fear will kind of point you into the right direction of where to start looking. And it could be many things. It could be many stratuses in your life. It could be racial prejudicism. You could be racially prejudiced, prejudice against fat people, prejudice against skinny people, culturally prejudice against genders, sexual orientation, ideologies, religious. So in all areas of your life, go ahead, check it out, and see where you've been heavy. See where you've been holding people at bay, keeping them far enough away that you don't have to deal with them. Make a decision that you definitely want to do something. You want to reach out and you want to learn from these other individuals. Now, in my life, I've discovered enough to know that my truth is not the truth, which means that my truth is limited, and I'm learning little pieces of truth as I go on and I experience life. Now, many people hold little pieces of truth. I learned truth along the way. And so I realize that some of the individuals that I'm holding at bay have the biggest piece of truth that I need to learn. And they also need a little piece of what I hold. And so I'm realizing that there's a real lively interchange that needs to happen. And in many cases up till now, I've been the one that's been stopping the process. So this is what I'm asking you to do, is to release the brakes. See what you can do in identifying where you have been prejudiced, judgmental, and self-righteous. That's nothing. That's easy work. Come on. Okay, the next piece is to look forward to something and to gain something. And instead of gaining something new, I'm going to ask you to kind of pick up something that you already had. I guarantee you've already had this. It's a sense of awe and wonder. So in my experience, again, I've realized that as the years went on, I kind of became accustomed or jaded or closed off to many of the wonders that presented themselves that when I was younger, I really just kind of would have awed at. I remember when I was a child, a very long journey in a car. I had 5 brothers and sisters, 4 sisters and 1 brother, and my mother was driving. My father was out working, fortunately for him. So that the car drive was, well, it wasn't too bad for me, because I was the one causing most of the incidents in the car. After about 8.5 hours in the car, one of my sisters told me to look out the window. And I remember the awe, the absolute awe of seeing my first mountain in real life. Not in a picture, not in television, but experiencing a mountain. Now that was an incredible experience, and I always remember that. And I remember a huge cinnamon roll that I had in Colorado at the same time. So there's been many experiences like that. And I remember how at awe I was and how often I was in awe when I was a child. So what I'm going to ask you to do as far as an exercise is go ahead and see what you can do in recapturing that awe. And it's a choice. Just like the dirty window that I mentioned with the sun coming through, it's a choice on what you decide to do. We have a lot more power than we gave ourselves credit for. And so I'm asking you to exercise this power and to look at things with awe. Go ahead and try it today. Go out and see your dog, your cat, your wife, your husband, child, whatever it is, but just go ahead and take a look at it, him, with new eyes. This is something you don't try. This is something you just do. And I think in your intuitive voice, you know what I'm talking about. So there you go. 2 really wonderful and life-giving exercises that one will free you, and the other one will engage you in ways that you need to be engaged, that you want to be engaged. So until next time, this is Slade Suiter. Be authentic, be true, and be in awe and free.
You know, sometimes I believe, girl, that you're going to lose your mind.
Come on! This is Authenticity Radio.
Authenticity Radio with Slade Suiter.